is full of firsts.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Many of those firsts shaped our way of life. For 70 years, KPRC Channel 2 has been proud to be pioneers in shaping television and Houston history.
In a state the size of Texas, I hope everyone can enjoy.
Causing the storms Thursday.
Minutes before 9 o'clock, the crew's here telling her.
Because of the first time in a long, they had 11. You'll see the some of your men.
Isn't it good to work for a place that has a sense of history? And indeed it is.
See, taking the president from Spring to College Station following his
If you have something you'd like Channel 2 Investigates to check out, call the tip line at 713-223-TIPS or email investigates@click2houston.com. Live from KPRC, this is Channel 2 News Today.
Good morning. This morning, a woman is dead, a child taken to the hospital after Fort Bend County deputies say a woman drifted into oncoming traffic last night. We'll tell you what we know about that fatal head-on crash.
Today, loved ones will remember the life of fallen Liberty County Deputy Richard Witten, who died nearly 9 months after being shot in the line of duty. How you can pay your respects today.
And don't put that jacket away just yet. We are waking up in the 30s once again. It's cold outside, but a big warm-up is on the way. The timeline you need to know about. Plus, we'll have a look at your weekend forecast.
4:30 now on Friday, February 7th. Good morning. I'm Owen Conflenti.
Good morning. I'm Tanaya Wright. Eric is in this morning with a check on the roads. Good morning.
Good morning. Roads looking pretty good. We've got one feeder road accident, but main lanes are looking good. So if you're headed out shortly, you're in great shape. And we'll kind of go over everything, of course, all morning long, and things will happen.
I'm sure they will.
Pretty much guaranteed.
Something's going to happen.
It's not going to be quite as smooth as it is now all morning long.
No.
Yeah, and this morning it's cold. You know what? The interesting thing is temperatures are lower than yesterday, but I think most people will think that it doesn't feel as bad this morning because the wind is nice and calm. Yeah, it makes a big difference. But do not forget your coat. Bundle up the kids. We are waking up in the 30s, and yes, a few of you are waking up to temperatures in the 20s. That is a live look from our tower camera. We have clear skies, calm winds. That is the perfect combination for a cold, cold start. Temperatures are above freezing here in Houston, but we are at the freezing mark in Katy, down to 32 degrees. We're in the upper 20s in Conroe, 35 degrees right now in Pasadena, 35 in Baytown, and temperatures right now on the island are settling into the 40s. Our winds are very calm, but they are slowly turning back on shore. That's a big difference because this afternoon with that south wind, we'll start to heat things up. Beautiful sunshine today. It is going to be a great Friday. Temperatures this afternoon will be climbing, which is just about 70 degrees. It's going to be a quick warm up too because we have dry air in place. So our lunchtime temperatures are already back to the 60s, despite the fact that we're starting off in the 30s. Eric, we'll talk about your weekend forecast coming up. Over to you.
All right, sounds good, Britta. Time saver traffic now. As I mentioned, we are crash-free with the exception of one feeder road incident. This is right on the West Beltway southbound at Beach Nut. It is not affecting main lanes. It is affecting right near the exits, and not many cars are out there, so getting around it is not too much of an issue. Again, you can see the main lanes, the right to left moving traffic. That's the southbound traffic, so it is on the feeder. A couple of lanes blocked there. Elsewhere, I should say, no big issues. North Freeway at Airline looking good. We've got dry roadways, we've got good visibility, so we're setting ourselves up for a really nice morning commute this morning. And if you happen to be leaving right now, here are your current drive times in the green, delay-free everywhere around town. Drive safely. Have a great Friday. We'll keep you posted as things do change this morning.
Thanks, Eric. It's 4:33 now. A woman is dead this morning after drifting into traffic and hitting another vehicle head-on last night in Fort Bend County.
This all happened on FM 2234, right near FM 521. That's where we find Channel 2's Vincent Crivelli this morning. So, Vincent, deputies tell us that woman had a 9-year-old in the car. Do we know how that child is doing this morning?
Tonight, good morning. Authorities say that child is doing okay and suffered no injuries. Now, the scene has cleared here, but we shot some video that I want to show you guys that we filmed from earlier, of course. Now, the Fort Bend County Sheriff's Office reports there was a head-on collision here around 8:30 last night. Deputies say a woman was driving down FM 2234 with a 9-year-old child in the back. Then the driver drifted out of her lane and crashed head-on with another car. She was killed. The child survived, and the other driver has serious injuries and is receiving treatment in the hospital, according to deputies.
What it looks like is one vehicle came into oncoming traffic and hit the other vehicle head on.
And at the moment, authorities do not suspect alcohol played a factor in this deadly crash. Reporting live in Fort Bend County, Vincent Crivelli, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
All right, thank you for that update, Vincent.
4:34 now. I want to remind you about some construction starting again tonight. It caused some issues last weekend, and most likely will again when they shut down the West Loop at the Southwest Freeway starting tonight at 9. Northbound and southbound lanes of 610 there will be shut down until as quickly as they can get it open Monday morning. They schedule it for 5. Sometimes it's a few minutes earlier, but either way, you want to plan for that and for every other weekend for the rest of the month. They got to get it done. Okay, new this morning, cops are investigating a suspicious fire on the south side. It happened around 12:30 on Peerless Street near OST. Firefighters were able to get the fire under control quickly. Seems suspicious, though, because of where it started, outside of the building, a building that hadn't been occupied for months.
A man is facing possible drunk driving charges this morning after police say he hit and killed an innocent man who was on a handicapped motorized scooter. This all happened yesterday right on Bel Air in Renwick in southwest Houston. Police say the man on that scooter was waiting at a bus stop when he was hit by that truck. When investigators arrived on the scene, they say the driver of that truck appeared to be intoxicated. In a week full of deadly drunk driving crashes here in our area, the Harris County District Attorney's Office is saying something needs to change.
The message has to be, at the end of the day, there are different ways to get home. There are different ways to get wherever you need to go. Do that. Be a good member of our community. Be a good neighbor. Stop this. It's unending, and we've got to stop it. Because if you aren't responsible enough to do it, rest assured the Houston Police Department, the District Attorney's Office are going to be here. You're going to face numerous years in prison.
The driver of that pickup truck was also thrown from the vehicle during that crash. We are still working to find out his condition this morning. Time right now, 4:36. Constables say a man is really lucky to be alive this morning after his car plunged right into Fort Bend County Bayou, and a Good Samaritan jumped in to pull him out. Now, the entire scene had traffic backed up for several hours yesterday on the Fort Bend Tollway right near Lake Olympia Parkway as first responders went into that bayou to save that driver. Investigators say if that Good Samaritan had not jumped in, things could have ended much differently.
I'm very grateful for the citizen who put his life on the line to jump in there and help him out. I think he definitely saved his life tonight.
Investigators with Fort Bend County say as of right now, they don't know how fast that man was going when he lost control and landed in that waterway.
Today, a visitation will be held for fallen Liberty County Deputy Richard Witten. The service is this evening at the Neal Funeral Home in Cleveland. It starts at 5. The funeral is tomorrow morning at the Sanctuary Church, also in Cleveland, at 11 o'clock. Deputy Witten died from an apparent heart attack on Monday. He was recovering, in the process of recovery after being shot in the line of duty in May of last year.
Today, State Representative Jean Wu will hold a news conference to address some rumors about a coronavirus case in the Asiatown community.
So he'll be joined by community leaders from the Southwest Management District also to talk about the virus and practical solutions.
And American evacuees still on their way to a military base in San Antonio. Health officials at Lackland Air Force Base say they are expecting some 250 people today. Those people will be in quarantine for 2 weeks. More evacuees will head to another base in Nebraska. That will be later today.
Overseas, thousands are still in isolation on 2 cruise ships in rooms just like this one. This is a look inside a ship docked in Japan, where we're hearing now 61 passengers are infected. That's up from 10 just earlier in the week. 4:38 at Channel 2 News Today. P.J. Tucker is now the Rockets' tallest starter. And here's an Instagram picture. He had to make a little fun about it. Coming up, more on the team's new commitment to small ball.
Coming up, we take a look at how the new lineup worked out last night against the Lakers. Britta, it's cold out there this morning.
Yes, it is. Make sure you grab your coat. We're waking up to 36 degrees. I'll let you know who is waking up to freezing temperatures this morning. Meanwhile, we're expecting sunshine and a beautiful weekend. You don't want to miss that 10-day forecast. It's coming up soon.
And the presidential candidates are now in New Hampshire for the next Democratic debate tonight, but some people still focused on the Iowa caucus. How Iowa winner Pete Buttigieg feels about the possibility of a vote recount.
Good morning. Your time is 4:41. Hope you're having a great start to your Friday. It's a little cold outside, so make sure you bundle up. In fact, we're waking up to temperatures in the upper 20s, actual air temperatures in the upper 20s in Conroe. The good news is the wind is nice and calm. That is going to make you feel a little more comfortable compared to yesterday morning, but temperatures in the 30s are temperatures in the 30s, so you need to make sure that you wear a few layers. Now, this afternoon, sunshine takes over. It's going to be great. High of 70 degrees, kicking off a fabulous weekend tonight. We'll take a look at Saturday and Sunday's weather coming up next.
Looking forward to
30s
that.
are 30s.
30s.
That's right. Take notice.
30s.
They
I hear
feel like the 30s.
They do.
Thank you,
Awful.
Britta. Well, with Clint Capella traded, the Rockets' first experiment with small ball style play was actually a success.
Hey, Russell Westbrook scoring 41 points in the win, 121-111 over the Lakers last night. And those points are what pushed Russ past, well, into the record books with 20,000 career points now. You got some help, too, from the new guy, Robert Covington, who made waves in his debut, scoring 2 clutch three-pointers.
Amazing, man. Cov can defend at a high level, shoot the heck out of the basketball as he did tonight, man, and I'm just happy on our team.
Rockets head to Arizona. The Phoenix Suns are up next tonight. The Kobe Bryant tributes continue to pour in as well. Check out how Nike honored the late NBA star at New York Fashion Week at a show with children wearing his jerseys for a moment of silence.
Coming up, we have the details just released for the huge memorial service for Kobe Bryant, his daughter Gianna, and the 7 others who were killed in that helicopter crash.
All right, time saver traffic this morning. The West Beltway at Beach Nut. Main lane's doing fine both directions. We do have a feeder road accident. You can see just off in the distance here, barely over the southbound lanes. We'll talk about that and other places around town. Your current drive times are just a few minutes away. Do stay tuned.
We're back here, 4:45 now, Channel 2. Top stories around the nation. Several Democratic presidential candidates will debate in New Hampshire tonight. Joe Biden, Amy Klobuchar, Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, Tom Steyer, and Andrew Yang will all take the stage. Also joining them, the Iowa frontrunner, Pete Buttigieg. Now that 100% of the votes are in from the Iowa caucuses, results show that Buttigieg led Senator Bernie Sanders by 1/10 of 1 percentage point. Well, now the Democratic National Committee chair is calling for a recanvass of all of the results just to be sure.
Whatever they need to do in order to make sure that the information is clear and verified.
Would you request one?
Well, I'll leave it to the party to get into that. But you know what I'll say is nothing can take away what happened on Monday. Just an extraordinary moment for the movement that we have built.
If the candidates want to file a request for recanvassing or a recount, they'll have to do that by today.
The date for Kobe Bryant's memorial service has now been set. A public memorial will take place on February 24th at the Staples Center in Los Angeles. The date 224 could be viewed as symbolic because Bryant wore the number 24 during the latter part of his NBA career. His 13-year-old daughter Gianna wore the number 2 for her youth basketball teams. That service will honor all of the 9 people killed in that January helicopter crash.
Well, the NFL season may be over for the next 7 months, but that's not stopping me and Toro from shooting TikToks.
True.
That and football is back this weekend. Hey, it's time for the XFL to launch. You ready? Here's Randy McElvoy.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome into the Xfinity Sports Desk. Move over NFL. The XFL is ready to launch coming up this weekend. The Roughnecks will make their debut coming up on Saturday. The team out at practice yesterday at their home inside the bubble at TD-ECU Stadium, the Cougars indoor facility. It's been a solid couple of weeks of training camp, and head coach June Jones has pared down his final roster. All the hard work and build up. It's time now to actually play a game tomorrow.
Houston's a football town, and they'll support us, and I think everybody's waiting to see just what it looks like.
I'm looking forward to it. I know we've been putting in the work for the past 2 months, and the guys is excited. They ready to go. So as a team, we ready to go and put somebody else on the field with us.
Tulane in town taking on the 25th ranked U of H Cougs. Cougs had an easy night at Petita Center. U of H knocked down 10 3-pointers. Quentin Grimes, Nate Hinton, Caleb Mills combined for 8 of those threes. Cougars win. They're now 18-5 overall, 8-2 in the AAC. Big one coming up Sunday. U of H hosts Wichita State at 2 o'clock. Go out and support the Cougs. UFC 247 coming to Toyota Center on Saturday night, and 2 of the world's top fighters are in town, one on each of the men's and women's side. For the women, Valentina Shevchenko looks to defend her flyweight title. And the men's side, the #1 pound-per-pound fighter, John Jones, sizes up his opponent, Dominic Reyes.
Like when you say things like, Weidman beat Anderson, and I beat Weidman, this is going to give me the magic that I need. What are you freaking talking about?
A little smack talk. Love that. Last stop on the Real Fan at the LA Clippers game a couple of nights ago. And knocked down this. No pressure at all. He just made the shot, right? He's celebrating. He's focused right here. Check it out. The shot earned him $10,000. But the best part, right after the shot, stay with it here, he's going to celebrate a little bit with the slide right there, having some fun, and he's got $10,000 to spend around the LA area. Hey, I want to show you this T-shirt. They're going to hand these out at the Roughnecks game tomorrow. The first 15,000 at TD-ECU Stadium will get one of these T-shirts tomorrow. Go out and support them, the XFL debut. That's it for now. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at KPRC2, Randy McElvoy. Have a great day. We'll see you tonight.
Thank you, Randy. Sad news here. At least 2 people are dead after an outbreak of violent storms tore through the southeast, leaving behind a trail of destruction. In Alabama, 1 person was killed, another injured after a tornado tore through this mobile home park. In Tennessee, a 36-year-old woman was killed when a tree fell on a van carrying 7 people. Dramatic video captured of a tree falling right on an Atlanta area highway. Ooh, you saw it right there, right on top of a passing car. Fortunately, look at this. No one was seriously injured in this accident. Wow.
That could have been, yeah.
Very, very scary.
Crazy weather around the country, Britta.
Yeah, that's for sure. Time to have a nice quiet weekend, right? So this morning we're waking up to cold temperatures. Yesterday was cold, but we're actually waking up to temperatures just a little bit cooler than that. So grab your coat, bundle up. This is a live look over downtown thanks to our Kaplan Sinus Relief camera.
Yesterday was practice, huh?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the good news is at least the winds have calmed down. So although temperatures are colder this morning, not having the wind will at least make you feel just a little more comfortable. So again, that's a really nice look over downtown. We have clear skies. That is one of the reasons why we are waking up to such crisp and cold temperatures across town. You know, to the north of town, we're actually in the upper 20s right now in Conroe. We're at 36 degrees in Katy, 34 at Bush Airport, and 45 degrees in Galveston. The good news is our winds are back on shore. That south breeze will bring in a little more heat. We'll have 60s by lunchtime. Late this afternoon, topping off at 70 degrees. A huge difference as we go to the afternoon. Right now, a live look at satellite. Looking pretty pretty clear. Nothing heading in our direction, at least for this weekend. We're looking very nice. We have high pressure. As we go into Sunday, we might see an isolated shower Sunday evening, and that's going to kick off an unsettled work week. So enjoy this weekend while we have nice, calm weather. We have a few weather systems passing through, just clipping us to the north, and that's going to create daily rain chances for the entire week next week. Looks like one of the stormiest days could be on Wednesday with a cold front rolling through, and that could bring us around a thunderstorm, so maybe some cooler temperatures by the end of next work week. So for today, we're at 70 degrees. Over the weekend, enjoy some nice cool mornings, warm and pleasant afternoons in the low to mid 70s. That 20% chance of a stray shower is for Sunday evening, so the majority of our weekend looks just fine. And then next week, some pretty healthy rain chances. We'll watch out for that cold front on Wednesday. That could bring in some cooler air and hopefully some drier conditions as we get closer to Valentine's Day. Over to you, Eric.
All right, very good. Britta, thank you very much for that. Time saver traffic, a couple of stalled vehicles on area roadways, but if you're getting out the door shortly, you should be in pretty good shape. 610 loop looking good all the way around. Let's take a look at some of our Houston TrendStar traffic cameras. 225 at Scarborough, stalled truck right behind this sign on the right shoulder, not affecting any main lanes. And on the North Freeway at Gulf Bank, same thing, a stalled vehicle again on the right side of the road. This is on the outbound side of things. So when this is your worst problem, or two problems in this case, on area roadways, you're doing pretty well. East Freeway at Gregg, flowing nicely in both directions. Got some construction in this area over the weekend. First of all, I want to get you to your drive times. We are seeing no delays across the board. That is good news. Not so good news is that construction over the weekend. Waco Street Bridge over I-10 is closed. It was closed down Wednesday night. They're going to reconstruct it, but they have to deconstruct or demolish the current bridge before they can reconstruct it. So having said that, we've got a closure this weekend. The East Freeway between Gregg and Waco is going to be shut down entirely. You also won't be able to get on I-10 eastbound from the southbound lanes of the East Tex Freeway. That's going to be all weekend long. If you live on the east side especially, you're going to want to know about this one and remember it over the weekend. Back to you guys.
Okay, Eric, thank you. 4:53 now. What's trending today? Bruno Mars is about to join the Disney family. This is according to Rolling Stone. Bruno Mars is taking to the big screen to develop a music film with Disney. Most details are still under wraps, but Bruno was on social media unveiling the partnership with a hashtag, Mars meets the mouse.
That will be good, no matter what. He's amazing.
Yeah, he's one of the greatest entertainers of our time right now. Hey, he's going to reportedly produce and star in it. It's not his first film. He voiced a character in the animated film Rio 2 about 5 years ago. So Bruno Mars is back. This morning, folks at Sienna Plantation say they've got a stinky problem, and it's coming from their sinks.
Coming up at 5, what's causing that smelly water in one neighborhood and others? And the question, is it safe to drink?
Good morning. It is a cold start. We have temperatures in the 30s, nice clear skies. The good news is we're in for some sunshine and a warm up. So we'll talk about that warm up coming up in our 5 o'clock hour. Owen, Tanaya.
Right. You'll pay for the whole seat, but you'll only need the edge. It's the time of year for Monster Jam in Houston.
Yeah, there it goes.
NRG Stadium.
We'll have to ticket prices for the family-friendly show.
Monster Jam.
.com. Live from KPRC, this is Channel 2 News Today.
A smelly situation for some folks in Sienna Plantation. Why the water may be tasting weird, too.
Ooh. And a memorial to honor a legend, the public ceremony for NBA legend Kobe Bryant, and what the Rockets' Russell Westbrook is saying about him after playing against the Lakers last night.
Weather-wise, we're back in the 30s again, but get ready for another huge temperature jump. Britt will talk about that as other parts of the country deal with deadly storms. We've been getting some insane video out of the Carolinas with a possible tornado and whatnot. So we'll cover all of it this Friday, February 7th at 5 o'clock. There is a little bit of it. Again, we'll talk more as we roll along. Good morning to you.
Wow, that video.
Yes, good morning. I'm Tanaya Wright. Let's go to Eric with a check on the roads. How are we looking? It's a little early still.
It is a little bit early, and around Houston, we're looking looking just fine. We have a new hazmat spill in Fort Bend County, which I just saw. So while Britta's doing the weather forecast, I'm going to get a little bit more information on that. But it looks like all main lanes on 59 southbound, I think, are closed. We'll get you the details here in just 1 second.
That's not
good. There's always something interesting happening, right? Well, weather this morning, it's brisk. I mean, it's cold out there. The good news is the wind has calmed down, and that's going to help you feel just a little more comfortable. But make sure that you bundle up because our temperatures are down there. We're waking up in the 30s. A few of you waking up to freezing temperatures. This is a live look from our tower camera here at Channel 2 News. Nice clear skies out there because the clear skies and the calm winds is the perfect setup for a cold start. And our temperatures are dropping to the upper 20s in Montgomery County. Conroe, you're down to 28 degrees. We're at 37 degrees in Katy right now. Out to the southeast side, Hobby Airport, you're at 37 degrees and mid-40s right now in Galveston. The good news is because we have dry air in place and sunshine expected, we are going to warm up quite quickly. Our winds will remain calm this morning, but in the afternoon, it'll be a little breezy. A few wind gusts between 10 and 20 miles per hour. The key is our wind is coming from the south today, and that will also help us get up to about 70 degrees. If you have Friday night plans, looking pretty good, Eric. We'll have temperatures in the 60s as late as about 7 p.m. We'll chat about the weekend coming up. Over to you.
All right, very good, Britta. Thank you very much. So, Fort Bend County, looks like we've got a little something brewing here. Hazmat spill, all main lanes closed. Croche Road, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that correctly. Looks like around the Rosenberg area. So if you're heading outbound on 59 through Fort Bend County, that hazmat spill could have you off on the feeder road. We'll try to get a little bit more information and pass it along to you as we do learn it here shortly. Elsewhere, we are looking just fine. East Tex Freeway, Will Clayton Parkway flowing along beautifully right now. Northwest Freeway, Jones Road, this is 290 heading in from Cypress. You've got no problems at this hour. Same thing if you're a Katy commuter heading into downtown, or if you're a reverse commuter out to the Energy Corridor. No issues whatsoever. So our drive times continue to be in the green across the board. Sugarland into downtown, that hazmat spill will not be affecting you. 24 minutes from the Grand Parkway into the city. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Eric. This morning, people in Sienna Plantation are dealing with a really smelly problem. The Fort Bend community noticed their tap water hasn't been normal for the last several days.
Yeah, so what does not normal look like? Well, it tastes weird, they say, in addition to the smell. Sophia Ojita's in Sienna Plantation. Do we know what's causing all this? Good morning.
Good morning, guys. Yeah, folks here in the Sienna Plantation neighborhood say that they usually get their water from a treatment plant, but officials tell us that recently has changed because folks here are now getting their water from the wells. This is what officials are saying. They confirmed to Channel 2 News the water supply changed to well water last week because of repairs to the processing plant. Parts of Riverstone and the Colony Lakes subdivision also affected. Neighbors tell us they had no idea this happened until they noticed a chemical sulfur smell and slimy water. Officials say, though the water is safe, it will get switched back to their regular water source on February 14th. But folks we spoke with say they didn't like that they weren't told ahead of time. They're still worried that it's not safe. They are drinking this water, bathing their kids in it, showering in it, so they are super concerned. And we contacted SI Enviro, the company that does water billing here. We are told that if you contact SI Enviro, they will come to your home and flush out that water, so that will help with that chemical smell. Again, officials say the water source will be turned back to the water treatment plant source on February 14th, and that it is safe, so residents shouldn't worry. Reporting live in Sienna Plantation, Sophia Ojita, KPRC. Channel 2 News.
Thank you, Sophia. A woman is dead after deputies say her car crashed head-on into another vehicle last night. This happened in East Fort Bend County. It all happened on Alameda Road and Shadow Creek Parkway at about 8:45. Investigators say a woman was driving with a 9-year-old child in that car when she drifted out of her lane and crashed head-on into another vehicle there. That child and the driver of the other vehicle were taken to an area hospital. We're told they are expected to survive.
New this morning, a house in northwest Houston is gutted after 2 fires. The latest one happened just before 2 o'clock this morning at the home on Long Point near Antoine. Neighbors say they heard what seemed like a small explosion that sort of rattled their windows. It was just yesterday the same home caught fire, so arson crews are investigating. The homeowner was already staying with the relatives, so no one was hurt.
Also new this morning, investigators are trying to figure out what sparked a fire at a vacant building on Houston's south side. This happened around 12:30 on Peerless Street near Old Spanish Trail. Firefighters say they were able to get that fire under control fairly quickly, but it does seem suspicious because it started on the outside of that building, and the business has been closed for a few months now.
A traffic alert Eric Brate's been following in our traffic department. They're set to do more work on the West Loop at the Southwest Freeway. Major closures again this weekend. North and southbound lanes of 610 at 59/I-69 will be closed from 9 o'clock tonight through 5 in the morning Monday. They're hanging more bridge beams and other work related to the new connector ramp there, and they're going to do it each weekend this month.
A man in Brazoria County hanging on to life this morning after investigators say his 16-year-old son shot him in the head. This happened just before 3 o'clock on Thursday at a home right along Highway 35 near Main Street, just south of Alvin. Deputies say the 50-year-old father was flown to Memorial Hermann Hospital in serious condition. That teen is now charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Time right now is 5:06 this morning. The Houston SPCA, along with the Galveston County Sheriff's Office, rescued more than 4 dozen animals during a seizure yesterday. This happened at a home in Lamarck. Look at this. The investigators say they found 39 dogs along with several farm animals, including chickens, goats, a goose, even a horse. Inside of that home, there were dozens of cages with trash littering the floor. All of these rescued animals are now receiving treatment.
Another community in the Houston area is dealing with a wild hog invasion. This time the problem's happening in Pasadena. And the video shows what the damage that these hogs can do. Pasadena City Council voted this week to allow a privately hired professional to start trapping them. Authorities from Pasadena Parks and Rec say the hogs are a big problem on Red Bluff Road and along Armand Bayou.
Now to Decision 2020. Several Democratic presidential candidates will debate in New Hampshire tonight. Joe Biden, Pete Buttigieg, Amy Klobuchar, Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, Tom Steyer, and Andrew Yang all will attend. An update now on the Iowa caucuses. The Iowa Democratic Party says all of the results are now in, with all precincts reporting. Former South Bend, Indiana Mayor Pete Buttigieg is on top, with Bernie Sanders a very close second. The Iowa Democratic Party has Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren third and former Vice President Joe Biden fourth.
A memorial to remember NBA legend Kobe Bryant and his daughter and the 7 others killed in a helicopter crash will take place later this month. It's set for February 24th at Staples Center in Los Angeles. It's a symbolic date commemorating the jersey numbers that both Kobe and his daughter Gigi wore. Rockets' Russell Westbrook talked about Kobe after last night's game against the Lakers.
It's a blessing, man. I don't take none of this game for granted, and Kobe was a mentor, a friend, brother to me, and every time I step on this floor, it's definitely going out to him and the rest of my basketball career. And every night I step on the floor, man, I just keep my thoughts and prayers with him and his family.
We'll hear more from Russell Westbrook after his historic game and show you how James Harden honored Kobe during the game. That's in our next half hour. President Trump's impeachment is over, but its shadow looms over Washington.
The question is, will he and House Speaker Nancy Pelosi be able to put their differences aside to get things done? Still ahead at 5, NBC's Tracy Potts is breaking this all down.
And this morning, we are waking up to clear skies and cold temperatures. We are currently at 37 degrees here in Houston, 46 at the coast, and the mid-30s in Sugar Land. I'll let you know who is waking up to the 20s this morning. Meanwhile, who's ready for a weekend warm-up? Details coming up next.
Also next, Monster Jam is in Houston. We'll look at tickets for the big family show this weekend. It's 5:09 right now.
.com.
Welcome back on this Friday. I hope you're having a great start to this, the last day of the work week. Looking good around town. Fort Bend County, a little different. We've got a hazmat spill slowing things down, actually stopping things on the Southwest Freeway. This is outbound between State Highway 36 and Spur 529. It's got all main lanes blocked right now, so if you're headed outbound on the south side of Rosenberg, be aware of that. There's going to be a detour around that one. Having said that, if you're coming into town from the Sugar Land area on the Southwest Freeway, you are in in great shape. US 90 looking good in both directions, or at US 90. The Southwest Freeway is looking good in both directions, and our current drive times continue, Britta, to be perfectly in the green. No delays out there.
Nice. Keep it rolling while we can, right? Let's take you outside and show you what it looks like. Nice clear skies, beautiful look over downtown. Temperatures across the area generally in the 30s. It's a chilly start, and we're in the upper 20s in Conroe. Make sure that you layer up. We are going to have a great afternoon, though. After the cold start, we have sunshine taking over, and we'll be nice and warm. I mean, these temperatures are above average for this time of year. 70 degrees in Conroe, low 70s for Brenham. We'll be around 70 degrees here in the metro area and mid to upper 60s at the coast. We'll talk about Saturday and Sunday coming up next. Tanaya?
Thank you, Britta. Monster Jam will be roaring its way through Houston this weekend.
Oh, boy, those loud engines, the high-flying trucks, crushing cars, doing flips. Oh, my goodness.
The dirt everywhere.
Much fun. Monster Jam. Oh, boy. Look at them go. I just love it. It's family-friendly, too. It kicks off tomorrow at NRG Stadium. Hey, man, where else can you see 12,000-pound machines doing twists and turns like that? Did you know they go up to 70 miles an hour on that dirt floor?
Crazy.
Woo! Ticket prices start at $15.
What a deal. Well, grocery stores are where you buy groceries usually, not where you throw them.
Coming up, what led up to a food fight inside a Kroger?
Victory and vengeance. I'm Tracy Potts in Washington, where President Trump is unleashing on his enemies after being acquitted, and some of them are pushing right back.
Good morning. Time right now is 5:15. Live look outside. Look at that, 41 degrees. Another cold start to our morning, but at least it's Friday and the weekend will be nice. Britta will have details coming up in just a moment.
Folks in Northwest Harris County coming together last night for a town hall event after the deadly explosion that damaged more than 450 homes and businesses in that area a couple of weeks ago. Most of the talk during the event centered around insurance claims. Meantime, the company at the center of the deadly explosion has filed for bankruptcy. Watson Grinding and Manufacturing also says they've had to fire nearly 80 workers. Federal investigators say a leak in a gas tank and electrical arcing is what caused the blast that killed 2 employees.
Bad blood is boiling between Washington's 2 most powerful negotiators. Will the back and forth between President Trump and House Speaker Nancy Pelosi put major issues in jeopardy? NBC's Tracy Potts has more.
Hi, Tanaya. Good morning, everyone. Bottom line for folks watching at home is that there are hundreds of potential laws in limbo. These are things like health care that affect American families. And it is an election year, so the big question, will this feud put everything on hold? It started at the National Prayer Breakfast.
I don't like people who use their faith as justification for doing what they know is wrong.
And quickly got personal.
I doubt she prays at all.
He's talking about things that he knows little about, faith and prayer.
He is hereby acquitted. It was evil, it was corrupt, it was dirty cops. It was all bullshit.
Rush Limbaugh, thank you for your...
President using the Congress of the United States as a backdrop for a reality show. You're impeached forever. You're never getting rid of that scar.
Their parties are also at odds, still investigating. Republicans have asked the Treasury Department for suspicious activity reports on Joe Biden's son, Hunter.
Am I saying anybody broke the law? We don't know yet. But we have a moral and a legal obligation to find out.
Democrats are considering whether to subpoena former National Security Advisor John Bolton on Ukraine.
We need to provide the information to the American people so they can make a good decision in November.
The impeachment trial is over, but the political feud rages on. Victory and vengeance. The Washington Post reports this morning that Lieutenant Colonel Alexander Vindman, the national security aide who testified against President Trump, is being pushed out of the White House earlier than planned, reassigned to the Pentagon. In Washington, I'm Tracy Potts, KPRC Channel 2 News.
The trial of Harvey Weinstein moves a step closer to conclusion. Prosecutors, that is in New York City, have rested their case. After weeks of testimony, jurors listened to multiple women, all claiming Weinstein took advantage of them and sexually assaulted them, all for the price to get ahead in Hollywood. Weinstein says all of his encounters were consensual. His team will start calling witnesses of their own, and it's unknown at this point if Harvey Weinstein himself will take the stand.
Time right now is 5:19 on this Friday morning. An all-out food fight caught on camera at a grocery store in Nashville. Witnesses say this fight broke out at a Kroger on Monday. This after a 15-year-old girl appeared to believe that a cashier was talking about her. So she left that store and came back with another woman. That's when both customers and the cashier, look at that, was that sriracha or juice? That was juice, throwing items at each other.
Once the juice started flying, I was like, oh, this is good. Kind of funny because no one got hurt or anything, but my child is like traumatized. And thank God they didn't have a gun or a knife or something.
It's the juice and cans, like someone could have got hurt. A Kroger spokesperson, though, called this incident unfortunate and says the store is cooperating with police.
Bad weather hitting states in the southeast and causing potentially dangerous conditions for families. Got some video out of Charlotte where the destruction is just incredible from a possible tornado, they thought, that passed through. The camera shakes a bit, and then strong winds come in and just sweep the patio furniture across the place. It rips a tree out of the ground. South Carolina, firefighters saved a couple of dogs that were stuck in floodwaters. Eventually got high enough to pretty much cover the doghouse, but they got him out.
Wow, that's good there. All right, 5:20 now. Let's go to Britta with a check on our forecast. Another cold start, but it's not going to last too long.
No, we are in for an awesome warm-up today, but this morning it is cold, so make sure that you bundle up. You need a full-on winter coat, no light jacket. We're at 37 degrees downtown, mid-30s in Sugar Land, 46 degrees in Galveston, but we're waking up to the mid to upper 20s in Montgomery County, so this is definitely a cold start. Now, because we have dry air, beautiful sunshine, calm winds, we're going to warm up quite nicely. Lunchtime temperatures back to the 60s. Late this afternoon, we'll top off at 70 degrees. If you do have plans after dinner, after you pick up the kids from school, looking pretty good. We'll keep it in the 60s as late as about 7 p.m. So there's the look at those clear skies on satellite. Across the area, nothing to really worry about. Snow showers in Colorado, they're not going to be moving through here. And in fact, we have a ridge of high pressure providing beautiful weekend weather. Now, as we go into Sunday, we could see a spot shower, but the timing is Sunday evenings. The majority of our weekend is warm and dry. As we head into next week, though, rain does move in the forecast. Next week looks fairly unsettled. We have a few weather systems passing to the north of us, and we're tapping into that Gulf breeze. So it's going to be warm, humid, daily shower chances, and Wednesday looks to be a rather stormy day with a cold front rolling through. The question is, does it actually pass through? If it does, we'll tap into that cooler weather and drier weather for Valentine's Day, but the models are kind of divided on it. So we'll watch as we get closer, but what we do know is that next week is trending to be a wet work week. Over about 5 days next week, we could see about 2 to 3 inches of rain. Now, we do have some very dry conditions across southeast Texas, so we actually need the rain in the forecast, but we just don't want it all at one spot. So, of course, we'll continue to watch it, but enjoy the dry weather while we have it. Eric, over to you.
All right, we will do that. And it looks like at least the first half of the weekend looking great. Temperatures warming up. We like it. Time for traffic. Got the Hazmat spill, Fort Bend County in Rosenberg between State Highway 36 here and the Spur 529. So outbound side of things, we've got all main lanes closed. With this one, you'll have to kind of work your way around it. Maybe head up 36 into Rosenberg and take Spur 529 down to get around it. That's a bit of an unfortunate thing. Usually Hazmat spills take a long time to clean up, so just be aware of that. Gulf Freeway at Howard. This is what most freeways around town look like. We are moving along at posted speeds. We don't have much in the way of cars on the roadway this time of day, so no big surprise there. And your drive times, no big surprise. In the green across the board, looking good. 24 minutes in from Sugar Land, and that drive in on the Gulf Freeway from Clear Lake is 19 minutes. Now, we do have the weekend construction. We've been telling you about it all morning for the second weekend in a row, and throughout the weekends in February, the West Loop is going to be closed at the Southwest Freeway, so be aware of that. The Southwest Freeway is open, and you can get onto the West Loop from the Southwest Freeway, but it's just the problem with getting over the Southwest Freeway on the West Loop. It's just not going to happen this weekend. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Eric. Straight ahead on Channel 2 News today, a new software issue discovered on Boeing 737 MAX jets. What the company found and if it will delay the process of getting those planes back in the air.
And I'm health reporter Haley Hernandez. A state representative is headed to our area to discuss coronavirus rumors. What he wants you to know coming up.
All All right, here we are back with you at 5:26. Good morning. Boeing says a new software issue has been discovered on the 737 MAX jets. The company says the issue involves an indicator light that stays on longer than it's supposed to. The problem was discovered during a test flight with the updated software. They don't think this new issue, though, will delay the aircraft's return to service. So, Hoda and Gianna have a big show planned today. Yesterday, they had a live audience join them for the very first time. And here's what they've got going on today.
Okay, Hoda, one show down, many, many more to go. And I have to say, our second show with our friends couldn't be more special.
Okay, here's the deal. All you have to say is one name. Should we say it together?
Yes.
Oprah! I mean, we're still pinching ourselves. The queen of talk, she's going to be with us this morning.
It's going to be an incredible morning on Today with Hoda and Gianna, and we hope to see you all there.
Oprah, how about it this morning? All right. Hey, by the way, it is National Wear Red Day today to raise awareness of heart disease in women. Coming up, the symptoms you may not even realize are tied to it.
Hey, I hope you haven't given up on your New Year's resolution to exercise more just yet. This weekend, the YMCA is offering free classes. I'm consumer expert Amy Davis, where you can join in and get moving.
And traffic this morning in the city, we are doing just fine. Katy Freeway at Washington, both directions inside the loop flowing beautifully. We've got dry roadways, good visibility. So far, pretty good on that morning drive. We'll have all the details on any hiccups, plus current drive times in just a couple of minutes.
And it is a cold start, so grab your winter coats. You won't need them for too long, though. We'll talk about a nice warm up in your forecast coming up.
Live from KPRC, this is Channel 2 News Today.
A horrifying head-on crash. A woman killed driving down a Fort Bend County road with a 9-year-old child. We'll tell you how that child is doing this morning.
And I'm health reporter Haley Hernandez. In just a few minutes, I'll tell you the latest on the coronavirus and what officials have to say about rumors here in Houston.
Mother Nature is still bitter this. Don't call her bitter. That's not very nice. You set me up.
Jeez, that's like asking her age.
It is chilly though. We've got look at. I mean, you can look at the temps for yourself in the 30s, and Britta will give you the weather story to go along with it because it is going to warm up, obviously.
Yes, looking forward to that. Well, former Astros manager A.J. Hinch breaking his silence now after he was fired. What he's saying about the sign-stealing scandal in the Astros World Series win. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for waking up with us. 5:30 now on a Friday morning. I'm Tanaya Wright.
I'm Owen Conflenti. Good morning. Eric Bryant, how we doing out there?
We're doing okay. Around the city, we're fine. We have a hazmat spill down in Fort Bend County, which has some outbound lanes closed. We'll tell you about that, which area to avoid. But for the most part, driving into town this morning, we're doing A-OK.
Good.
Nice. And you might want a little extra time to heat up the car. It's cold. We have temperatures that are dropping to the 30s. And this afternoon, we're in for a warm up. So how about that? You almost made it through our winter. It was a whole 2 days. I hope you enjoyed it. Let's take you outside and show you what it looks like. Nice clear skies. Because we have calm winds and clear skies, that is allowing our temperatures to drop so dramatically this morning. I mean, we're down to the upper 20s in Montgomery County right now. 36 degrees in Sugar Land, 36 in Pearland. Temperatures right now at the coast in the mid-40s. We are going to have a nice warm up. It's going to happen quickly. So lunchtime temperatures are back to the 60s. This afternoon we'll top off at 70 degrees. And if you have plans after work, we're going to keep it not too bad. I mean, we're in the 60s as late as about 7 p.m. For your pollen report today, still very high for tree pollen. That's really the huge offender on this list. We'll take a look at what we're expecting for your weekend forecast coming up in a few minutes. Eric, over to you.
All right, Britta, thank you very much. Time saver traffic now. Let's take a look at our traffic map. And in the city, we are looking absolutely fine. A lot of green on the map, but we do have a problem in Fort Bend County outbound on the south side of Rosenberg. You can see the purple on the outbound lanes. This means that the main lanes are closed. An accident, two-car accident, plus a hazmat spill involved in that accident has the outbound lanes closed between State Highway 36 and Spur 529. So be aware of that. This could take a while to get cleaned up. Now, elsewhere around town, South Freeway, typically a parking lot during the heart of the morning drive. We are moving along nicely right now, just simply because we don't have many cars on the roads. Here it is, 288 at Airport. Inbound traffic where you see the headlights right here. Fine. Moving along, maybe a slight delay, couple of minutes. That's really about it. Actually, no, 10-minute ride in from Pearland to downtown. So that's about as good as it gets from the south side. 19 minutes in from Clear Lake and 16 minutes in from Baytown. You're looking good if you're heading out the door right now. Back to you guys.
All right, Eric Bryant, thank you, sir. 5:32 now. Developing story this morning. A woman is dead after police say she crashed her car head-on into another vehicle in Fort Bend County.
And this all happened off FM 2234 near FM 521. We are told that a 9-year-old child was also in that car with the woman. Channel 2's Vincent Crivelli joins us now live where that accident happened. So Vincent, do we know this morning how that child is doing?
Tanaya, good morning. Thankfully, deputies say that child is doing okay. They suffered no injuries. However, they were taken to the hospital as a precautionary measure. A horrific crash ends with one woman dead, a man seriously injured, and a child stunned.
Right now, what it looks like is one vehicle came into oncoming traffic and hit the other vehicle head on.
Fort Bend County Sheriff's deputies say around 8:30 last night, a woman was driving down FM 2234 with a 9-year-old child in the car. She drifted out of her lane and slammed head-on with another car.
Right now, we're not suspecting alcohol, but we're still going through the motions and everything to rule that out.
Authorities say the woman passed away on scene. The man is receiving treatment at the hospital, and the child is doing okay. And the scene has cleared here, but deputies say that the investigation continues. Reporting live in Fort Bend County, Vincent Crivelli, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
Okay, Vincent, thank you. 5:34 right now. New this morning. A man told police he led them on a chase overnight because a woman held a gun to his head. Now, officers say there's no evidence of that. Either way, the chase ended with a crash on Spencer Highway and East Street just before 2 in the morning. After the crash, cops say the man ran. They caught him down the street in the grocery store parking lot. The woman, who was a passenger in the car, was taken to the hospital for injuries she suffered in the crash. Police say they didn't find a gun and they didn't find any evidence the woman was involved. Happening today, visitation for a Liberty County deputy who died on Tuesday. Deputy Richard Witten died while in physical therapy. He was recovering from being shot in the neck by a murder suspect in 2019. Authorities say it appears he died from a heart attack. So the visitation is happening tonight from 5 to 9 at the Neal Funeral Home in Cleveland. And we'll bring you the latest on the deputy's funeral as it's happening tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock. We will stream the funeral procession online. A man on a scooter was hit and killed by a suspected drunk driver last night. It happened on Bel Air Boulevard near Renwick around 8 o'clock at night. HPD says the driver was thrown from the truck after crashing into the sign of a gas station nearby. According to the DA's office, they are investigating this as a DWI.
When people lose their lives on the roads in this area, we investigate. We go very deep. We're going to go backwards and forwards from this case. If someone is truly at fault, then they will be held accountable.
So we're working to get an update on the condition of that driver.
2 people are safe after a car plunges right into a Fort Bend County bayou, and Good Samaritan jumps into action to help that driver. Now, traffic was backed up for several hours last night right near Lake Olympia Parkway during this entire ordeal. We are told the driver of this SUV somehow lost control along the toll road, went airborne, and then landed in Mustang Bayou. The man behind the wheel was rescued by a Good Samaritan along with the help of Fort Bend County deputies.
I'm very grateful for the citizen who put his life on the line to jump in there and help him out. I think he definitely saved his life tonight.
Now, amazingly, we're told the driver was able to walk away from that scene. Investigators say, given just how cold it was outside, the damage done to the vehicle, there's no doubt that accident could have ended much differently.
5:36 now. The president of Texas Southern University, or I should say former president, who was fired this week, is speaking out. Dr. Austin Lane says he's already submitted an 8-page rebuttal to the board's 4-page termination notice that was given Tuesday night. In a 6-to-1 vote, the Board of Regents fired Lane after he sat down with the MLB network about the 2017 sign-stealing scandal that rocked the Astros. In a preview for this interview, Hinch says he understands why the team's 2017 World Series win might seem tainted, but hopes over time it's proven that hard work really led to that win. Hinch and general manager, former GM Jeff Luhnow, were suspended for a season by the MLB, who found the Astros stole signs during that title run. And then, of course, Jim Crane, the owner, fired both of them after that.
Time right now is 5:38 on this Friday. If you're seeing red today, it's all for a good reason. Today is National Wear Red Day, a day push to raise awareness for heart disease in women. More adults die of cardiovascular disease than cancer worldwide. And in women, the warning signs might not be what you think. The most common symptom is chest pain or tightness. But for women, it might not be so severe. They're most likely to experience other symptoms like indigestion, back or jaw pain, fatigue, or even shortness of breath.
If every day you're walking the dog and you can walk around the block and all of a sudden you're halfway through that and you're having more shortness of breath, you stop, it kind of goes away or it gets better pretty quickly, those are things that we would look for.
Both men and women can reduce their risk by maintaining healthy weights, exercising, eating well, managing conditions like diabetes and high cholesterol, and of course, quitting smoking. All right, now to the latest on the coronavirus crisis. More than 630 people are dead, including the Chinese doctor who was targeted by police for warning about the threat of an outbreak.
Right now, there are 31,400 cases counted around the world. Health reporter Haley Hernandez this morning with what's being done to address some rumors that we had here in Houston about.
Right, guys, so you remember that last week, the Houston Health Department shut down those rumors circling. They focused on the Jusco supermarket, saying it had closed down, but that was never true. Today, State Representative Gene Wu will hold a press conference to address those rumors. He'll be joined by community leaders from the Southwest Management District to also talk about the virus and practical solutions. Yesterday, we told you about American evacuees flying to the military base in San Antonio. They still have not made it there yet, but officials say they are expecting 250 of them today. They'll be quarantined for 2 weeks and will be checked every day while they're there. Overseas, thousands of people are still being isolated on 2 cruise ships. One is docked in Japan, the other in Hong Kong. Health officials now say 61 passengers are infected on this ship in Japan. That's up from the 10 they initially found earlier in the week. And guys, an infectious disease expert with the University of Minnesota says that he doesn't think these quarantines are going to stop the virus from spreading, but hopes that it will slow it down enough that a vaccine could become available. I'll tell you, I know some vaccines that are in the works, one being tested here at UTMB, but those are still in the initial phases. You know, they have to go through a lot more testing to make sure that it's safe before they give it to humans. So it could be quite a while before we see something like that.
So in the meantime, we may see more quarantine.
All they can do is quarantine.
And
yeah, and then hopefully in that time, the virus just kind of dies down.
Yes.
All right, Haley, thank you. Here's Britta now at 5:41. We've got a cold morning, 41 here at the studio.
Yes, and most of us are waking up to the 30s. So grab your winter coat. We're at 36 degrees on the southwest side, 37 downtown. Temperatures right now in Galveston in the low to mid 40s. Despite the fact that it's a cold start, it's going to be a beautiful afternoon. Sunny skies, a little bit of a light breeze, and our winds are back on shore, so our temperatures will be above average for this time of year. 70 degrees in Conroe, upper 60s in Navasota, 72 degrees expected in Brenham, and all of us in the metro area pretty close to 70. At the direct coast, just a touch cooler, we will be in the mid to upper 60s in Galveston. Our good luck, Eric, it's going to continue through the weekend. We'll talk about that gorgeous weekend forecast coming up.
All right, nothing but good news as we close out the work week. Happy Friday to you at home. I hope you're getting a great start to the day. If you live in Fort Bend County and you take the Southwest Freeway outbound, say down toward Victoria, pay attention to this. We've got a hazmat spill. This is between State Highway 36 and Spur 529. And just found out that this hazmat spill is actually an overturned 18-wheeler, and apparently pig parts are all over the road. It's going to take a while to get this one cleaned up. Fortunately, if you are coming into town on the Southwest Freeway from, say, New Territory, anywhere from State Highway 36 on inbound, you're going to be facing no delays right now. In fact, your current drive times into town on pretty much every main artery delay-free at this hour. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Eric. Houston Rockets ready to get back on the court after beating the Lakers last night.
Yeah, and how Robert Covington did during his debut.
And make sure you bundle up this morning when you head out the door. Temperatures, look at this. 30s and even 28 in Conroe. It's going to be a cold morning, but that's not going to last for too long. Britta has an update coming up straight ahead. Time now, 5:43.
Yeah, we're back with you now at 5:44 with another Bells for Abigail tribute to share with you this morning.
And today the spotlight is on a little girl named Jill.
1, and then 2, 3.
Look at her. Jill rang the end of treatment bell in September of 2019 after a battle with acute lymphoma leukemia. Her family says she's relentless, strong, and brave, just like Abigail.
If you want to share your special bell ringing moment with us, you can upload the video at click2houston.com/bells for Abigail.
Well, solving math problems can be pretty hard sometimes. Well, now a convenience store cashier is putting the regular customers to the test.
Coming up, what the guy on the left is rewarding them with if they give him the right answer.
Hey, if you are looking for a new furry family member, you can help clear a shelter and get a new dog or cat for free. I'm consumer expert Amy Davis, where adoption fees are waived this weekend to help find forever homes for hundreds of animals.
The Rockets will be in Phoenix tonight looking to beat the Suns.
Yeah, had a late night game against the Lakers last night. James Harden honored Kobe Bryant by wearing his shoes during the game. Also, new Rocket Robert Covington got comfortable with his new teammates, draining some threes to extend the lead for the Rockets in the fourth quarter. So he was clutch last night for us. And a big game for Russell Westbrook with 41 points and hitting 20,000 career points, joining LeBron James and Oscar Robertson for that record.
You know, did what we supposed to do. We came in and competed at a high level defensively for the most part and got the win.
Rockets won 121-111.
Also in basketball, it's not often the Harlem Globetrotters get overshadowed. Look at this. Oh, he's so cute. But that happened when one of them was visiting a zoo in Oregon. This is Juno, the sea otter. He took the pass, dove down the lane, and then in for the slam. Look at him going. He even mimicked the Globetrotters' moves as well. What a cutie. Look at that. Look at that dunk. Get in there.
Slam it home.
Talented.
So some regulars at a New York convenience store, they don't need cash to buy stuff if they're smart enough. The guy on the left is Ahmed Alwan, the cashier. He gives people math problems to solve. If they get it right, they can grab as much stuff as they want without paying. Take a look.
How much? Jessica, what? If you get this question right, you have 5 seconds to pick up whatever you want.
What is it?
7 times 7 plus 10.
59.
5.
What?
4. 3. 2. 2 1/4. 2 2/4. 1.
That's awesome.
Oh, he's totally giving him more time. I love it. What a guy. He says a lot of people want cash instead, so every now and then he'll give him 25 bucks. But anyway, he does it out of his own pocket, so it's his family business. He's not trying to make it life harder for his folks, but the customers seem to love it.
See,
and, you know.
As a parent, I would love if somebody did that.
Right?
And that's great marketing.
It is.
Isn't it?
It really is.
Yeah.
If I were her, I would have went up to the shelf and been like, push it all in my thing. 5 seconds? No.
There you go.
Where's that candy?
That's great.
Man, that's really cool. We got the problem, so we get some free stuff.
I know. We were doing it. We're like, oh, 59. Felt like Jessica for a minute. Okay.
You were right on it.
Yeah, well, math kind of goes hand in hand with the career choice.
So you want to do some math with what's that, 41 it says on the screen down there. So that's...
Yeah, it's a little chilly. I'll see your 41 and match you with a 28. That's what it is in Conroe right now. Yeah, it's cold, so grab your coat. That's a live look at our Kaplan Sinus Relief camera. You know, temperatures across town, they're going to warm up. I know it's a cold start. We are at 34 degrees in Columbus right now, 36 in Pearland, Bay City, 38 degrees, and we're at 35 degrees right now in Tomball. Now this afternoon, sunshine will work its magic. We'll be in the 60s by lunchtime, topping off at 70 degrees around 3 p.m. If you have plans after school, after work, not looking bad. We'll be in the upper 60s. A great day to take the kids to the park. Now, let's take a look at what's heading our way as we look out to the west. Not much happening. We do have a ridge of high pressure kind of right over the Gulf states, and that's going to keep us nice and clear for the weekend. As it continues to push out to our east, though, we will bring in that south breeze, so a little more cloud cover. We'll keep our weekend dry until Sunday evening. A few showers are possible, and as we head into next week, we'll have a series of systems just to our north that will keep us warm and muggy with daily rain chances. By Wednesday, Thursday, a cold front is approaching from the west. That could bring in some cooler and drier air as we get into Valentine's Day, but it's pretty far out on that 10-day forecast. We'll see if the cold front actually passes through, but you'll see that temperature drop towards the end of the 10-day. Meanwhile, for next week, we're looking at several inches of rain. So again, it's going to be a little unsettled. Rain showers, umbrellas with you, so enjoy this weekend. We'll have temperatures in the low 70s with sunshine for Saturday afternoon.
All right, looks like a pretty decent forecast heading into the weekend, Britta. We like it. 70 degrees today. We'll take it. All right, traffic. Most areas problem-free. The one big spot that we have to deal with this morning is down in Rosenberg. Southwest Freeway outbound. We've got a hazmat spill. The hazmat spill is actually an 18-wheeler overturned, and we've got pig parts all over the outbound lanes. So you're going to have to get around it. This is probably going to be closed for a while. We're sending Vincent Crivelli down there to check it out for us. But if you live around the Rosenberg area, if you're headed down to Victoria, to Corpus Christi, down toward the valley, this is going to get in your way, definitely. Elsewhere, 225, Alan Janot, a little sluggish on the outbound side of things on 225. Maybe there was an accident. I can't see one here, but a little bit sluggish. Hopefully things line out fairly shortly. On I-10 on the east side of town at Mercury, looking pretty good. Traffic is pretty light at this hour, and overall delays are non-existent around town. So we take a look at our current traffic wheel, and you'll notice we are in the green. 11 minutes in from Pearland, 17 from Baytown, 12 minutes into the 610 loop on the LaPorte Freeway 225, and you Katy commuters 21 minutes into town from the west side. Back to you guys.
Eric, thank you. So this weekend you can enjoy some fun winter activities with the kids.
Or take a love ride with your honey on two wheels around Houston. Love ride. Nice. Consumer expert Amy Davis is telling us about this love ride.
Yeah, I got to hear more about that myself. I'm just kidding. If you're still working on your New Year's resolutions, you can get your workout for free this weekend because tomorrow the YMCA is giving people a chance to try out their classes. So there'll be 5 different classes at Redemption Square in Northwest Houston tomorrow, beginning at 10:30 in the morning. You do have to RSVP before you go because class sizes are limited. We put the link where you can sign up on Click to Houston, or rather, I will put it there in just a few moments.
Okay.
On Sunday, get your bicycle out of the garage. It's time for the 6th annual Love Ride. Really, you just have to wear your best red, pink, Valentine gear to tour Houston's best love murals.
Nice.
Everyone will meet at 12:30 on Milby Street in Edo. And you want to make sure you bring your camera because there are a ton of photo ops with these cool murals. And speaking of love, starting today, you can get a best friend you can love for free at the Montgomery County Animal Shelter. So Free the Shelters, that's a national campaign to help homeless animals, is paying all adoption fees this weekend, today through Sunday. So you can adopt a dog or cat or both without charge. Adopted pets are already spayed or neutered, microchipped, and vaccinated. That shelter is located in Conroe. Okay. So winter is coming to the Willow Waterhole Greenway. This Sunday, kids of all ages can take part in sled rides and other winter activities under the Houston sun. It's the best of both worlds. The fun starts at 3, runs until 5 at the park in Southwest Houston behind Westbury High School. Okay, this is our last day of our What You Ought to Know series. And since it's Freebie Friday, we've got a mashup for you. Coming up in our 6 o'clock hour, we've got free details. Well, the details are free, and so are the car clinics. We're talking about car clinics that will help you learn all about your own vehicle, like what do certain gauges mean, how to change your own tire. We've got all of the information you need to sign up coming up at 6:45.
What does it mean when it goes?
I know.
Yeah, right.
How long can I drive my car with my oil light on?
She's answering a lot of those questions. Which
on.
ones to pay attention to and stop, and which ones to say, I got like 20 more miles to go.
Exactly. I can make it 2 more weeks. Thank you, Amy.
Probably time for an oil change, too.
Yeah, I know. It's this weekend. It's a weekend. All right, well, now here's Robert Arnold with a story he's working on for tonight at 10.
Neighborhood priests accused of abuse and pulled from parishes across the country.
The problem is, where are they? Do they have access to children? No one knows anything.
So where are these priests now? Where do these priests go after being accused?
As long as there is accessibility, there is vulnerability.
Channel 2 Investigates is on the trail tonight at 10.
Good morning. Trending just before 6, Funko Pop is known for making toys of any characters you can imagine, but they created something very special, all for a good cause. This right here is a limited edition Australian firefighter pop figure, complete with a vinyl koala attached to its leg. The figure is to honor the firefighters who are battling those fires in Australia. All of the proceeds go to an organization to help those wildfires.
Live from KPRC, this is Channel 2 News Today.
Oh, cold morning in the Houston area. It's in our bones, kind of cold. But it's not going to last forever. Britta's going to tell you why you're going to be shedding the layers later. Oh, boy.
And homeowners say smelly and icky. It even tastes funny. One community now demanding answers after their water has suddenly changed. Some say it's even slimy.
Did you get to nab any Lizzo show tickets for the rodeo? Huh?
Yeah, no, I did not.
You didn't, huh? Well, I'll tell you how much they're going to cost you now. Good morning. It's, wait a minute, I got the date right here in front. Friday the 7th. I don't
there
want to
you go.
I've done that too many times. Good morning. It's 6 o'clock. I'm Owen Conflent.
Good morning. I'm Tanaya. All right, let's go to Eric with a check on the roads. And you have a kind of a different issue out there.
An interesting one today. We have a rolled over 18-wheeler in Fort Bend County that has pig parts all over the freeway. We'll talk about exactly where that is, who might be impacted, coming up.
Who's eating bacon for breakfast?
Oh, no.
Oh, you just had to go there, didn't you?
Too soon.
Oh, my goodness. We apologize if you're trying to just eat your Wheaties this morning. You know, weather this morning, it's cold, so maybe some oatmeal, get you through the start. We are in for a great warm-up, though. This is the end to our winter. Just kidding.
This is it?
No, until we get through trail ride.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, we all know what's going to happen. We're going to have some cold and rainy days. This morning, at least, we're dry, but we are waking up to 27 degrees in Conroe, so this is a cold start. 40 degrees at Bush Airport, but we dropped down to the upper 30s about 2 hours ago, so believe it or not, starting your warm-up at Bush Airport. And also in Galveston, we got down to the 40s, and now we're up to 50 degrees. Because our winds are back on shore, we are going to have a really nice day. Our temperatures are back to the 60s by lunchtime, 70 degrees this afternoon, beautiful sunshine. Get outside and enjoy it. I'll let you know if our good luck is going to continue all the way through the weekend. Eric, over to you.
All right, time for Time Saver Traffic. Thank you very much, Britta. We are in the green. We are accident-free in town right now, but that turned over 18-wheeler in Fort Bend County is causing problems for outbound folks today. Inbound lanes on the Southwest Freeway, no problem. But if you are passing through, say, the area between Highway 36 and the Spur 529, just on the south side of Rosenberg, the outbound lanes 59 there are closed down because the 18-wheeler has spilled pig parts all over the freeway. It's going to take some time to get this cleaned up, so be aware of that. You're going to have to probably jump onto Highway 36 and get back on at Spur 529 to get around that one. Elsewhere, East 6 Freeway at Lower Copy flowing beautifully so far this morning. Elsewhere on the east side of town, North Freeway, West Mount Houston, no problems there as well. A few more cars than there were an hour ago, but still moving along at posted speeds. 26-minute drive in from the Woodlands, 22-minute drive in from Kingwood. If you're headed out shortly, you're in great shape. Back to you.
Thank you, Eric. At 6:02, there's a stinky situation that has folks in one community all riled up this morning.
That's right. Sienna Plantation parents say it's not just the smell. They can actually taste something strange in their water. Channel 2's Sophia Ojeda is tracking this problem now this morning. So, Sophia, do they know how long this is going to last?
Good morning, guys. This is going to last until February 14th. Missouri city officials confirmed that their regular source of water was switched to well water just last week. They tell residents and Channel 2 that it is perfectly safe still. Some residents aren't so sure.
When the water's turned on, it has a really strong chemical smell like sulfur.
It's the smell and the slimy feel of the water here in this Sienna Plantation neighborhood that has people on edge.
And then when I took my vitamins in the morning, it's like you can't get it out of your mouth. It's just really slimy.
Parts of Riverstone and the Colony Lake subdivision are also affected. Folks usually get their water from the water treatment plant, but Missouri city officials confirmed repairs are being done there, and so residents had to be switched to well water. Neighbors tell us they were not told about this change. They had no idea this happened until they noticed a really strong chemical sulfur smell and slimy water. Officials say the water is safe and it will get switched to their regular source next week, but some are still concerned.
And I don't know what I'm bathing my kids in, what they're using to brush their teeth. I mean, we can drink bottled water, but you're still absorbing that water all the time.
And we contacted SI Enviro, the company that does the water billing here. We are told that if you contact that company, they'll come out to your home, they'll flush the water system out. That will help with the smell. Again, officials say this is going to last until February 14th. That is when you can expect to have the regular source of water turned back on from well water. Again, officials say that it is safe and that residents here in the Sienna Plantation neighborhood should not worry. Reporting live in Sienna Plantation, Sophia Ojeda, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
Thank you, Sophia. Developing out of Fort Bend County this morning, a woman is dead after drifting into traffic and slamming right into another vehicle head on. This happened at about 8:30 last night on FM 2234 near FM 521. Deputies tell us that woman who died at the scene had a 9-year-old in the car. Thankfully, that child was not hurt. We're told the driver of the other vehicle suffered serious injuries. At this time, investigators say they do not suspect alcohol played a role in this crash.
Today will be an emotional day for a family already grieving the loss of 3 generations. Baby Ricardo would have turned 4 months old today. He, along with his mother and grandmother, were killed in a fiery crash this week. His 11-year-old sister is still in the hospital after being thrown from the vehicle. They were hit by a suspected intoxicated driver. The baby's family spoke with us yesterday, and they say they want to see that driver pay.
We want justice. We want him to pay for everything he did, for the pain that he's causing the family.
3 other people from 2 other cars were also hurt in the crash. At last checked, they were all still in the hospital. 30-year-old Gregory Smith is accused of blowing through a red light and causing that horrific crash. Investigators say they don't think alcohol was a factor, but they believe he was under the influence of something. And he's still in the hospital. Already facing 3 counts of intoxication manslaughter, those charges could land him behind bars for 60 years.
Time right now is 6:06 on this Friday morning. The chairman of the Democratic National Committee has called for a do-over of sorts with the results of the Iowa caucuses. Party leader Tom Perez says this is needed to assure the public confidence. This all comes now 3 days after technical issues and delays. New results came in last night. Former South Bend, Indiana Mayor Pete Buttigieg leads Senator Bernie Sanders by nearly 1%. Now, both candidates have declared themselves the winner, but the Associated Press has not been able to confirm one of them the winner. Those candidates have now moved on to campaigning in New Hampshire. All right, a lot of fans of A-Leaf's own Lizzo, who were hoping to see her here in Houston at the Livestock Show and Rodeo, found out the truth hurts. They are now looking at resale options after the general public tickets for her concert sold out in just minutes yesterday. The Houston Rodeo says a total of 14,000 tickets were sold. But for those unlucky fans who could not get tickets and are perhaps looking, you know, to take some fresh photos with the bomb lighting at NRG.
Oh, good, good.
Yes, I need that bomb lighting. Yeah, you're going to have to spend some money.
Now they're crying because they love her. Okay, I'll stop.
Tickets are being resold on websites like StubHub or Vivid Seats for about 3 times what they were going for.
You got to understand, the majority of the seats are already sold. Everything in the lower levels is sold on a season ticket basis. Standing room are probably going for about $75. And then upper level seats are starting around $100. And then seats in the lower level are going for about $150.
See, I haven't been to like a big concert in a long time. Like, what would that cost if she were to go to Toyota Center or something? Was that a bargain anyway, or is it not even close? I don't even know. Maybe somebody could jump on Facebook and tell us.
I mean, when I went to New Kids on the Block, they were really expensive. But I was low, so that was recent. The lowest price tickets we found were about $40 on StubHub. But again, that's standing room only. The most expensive ones, get this, $800 for the lower level. That's a little aggressive. Yeah. Now again, Lizzo is set to take that revolving stage on March 13th. Wow.
All right, Kobe Bryant, his daughter, and the 7 others killed in that tragic chopper crash will be remembered this month with a memorial at Staples Center, the house that Kobe built. It's scheduled for February 24th, 2/24. To honor the jersey numbers that his daughter, Gianna, wore and Kobe did through his career. Players and coaches for Kobe's Mamba Sports Academy will be representing those killed in the crash, wearing patches on their uniforms. These patches here with numbers of the players killed, as well as Kobe's iconic numbers. In Washington, the impeachment trial is over, but of course the drama is not.
No, it's not. Coming up, Mitt Romney opens up after breaking rank from his Republican allies, why he says he voted to impeach the president.
And this morning we are waking up to dry roads, clear skies, but cold temperatures. Grab your coat. Right now we're at 37 degrees here in Houston. We're in for a beautiful afternoon. We'll talk about a warm up and your weekend forecast coming up.
And as far as traffic goes this morning, most areas looking good. Southwest Freeway at the Grand Parkway flowing beautifully. We've got dry roadways. The weather is nice. We do have a problem, though, in Fort Bend County in Rosenberg. Hazmat spill has all of the outbound main lanes closed. We'll talk about that in detail in just a few minutes. Good morning on this Friday. I hope you're having a great start to your day. The last day of the work week, the weekend's right around the corner. And we've got a hazmat spill in Fort Bend County. Rosenberg, 59 outbound between State Highway 36 and the 529 spur. Overturned 18-wheeler, pig parts all over the road. Main lanes are closed. 610 West Loop at West Harriman looking good, as are most roads around town. We do have this area closed off, the West Loop at the Southwest Freeway this weekend for the second weekend in a row. Avoid this area of town. In the meantime, no problems there right now, and your drive times inbound all major arteries delay-free at this hour. Britta.
Wow, that's not bad for 6:12 in the morning. Well done. Let's take outside. We have nice clear skies. There's a live look at the Southwest Freeway. Temperatures right now are in the 30s. We're in the upper 20s in Montgomery County, so grab your winter coat. Make sure your kids actually take their coat to school. More importantly, make sure that they bring it home. We're going to be at 70 degrees. What a warm up that we have in store for your forecast for today. Meanwhile, looking towards next week, it looks a little unsettled, some higher rain chances. I'll take you through that 10-day coming up. Over to you.
All right. Oh, hey. I'm busy. Just checking my hair. Ladies, we've all been there, and I know some men have too. I'm talking about bad hair days.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know the average person has a bad hair day once every 4 days? Yeah, according to a new survey from HairMax, the average American suffers 96 bad hair days every year. 50% of folks have bailed on a date because of a bad hair date.
How do we?
A bad hair day.
That's what ponytails are for.
Yeah, 33% say they've even called out sick to work over a hair issue.
Wow. Come on, man. Really?
Yeah, 43% have bailed on a job interview. They say the top way to cover up a bad hair day is to wear a hat.
I love hats.
But my top way is just to pretend like you meant it.
Exactly.
And just go with it. Like,
Exactly.
yes, I love this look.
Own it, right?
No matter how it comes out, own it. Sometimes it's hard. But
I know. Hey, we have no choice.
But you have to go on TV and just get it over with, right?
Please don't email us about our hair.
Crazy, right? Yeah.
Could you imagine? Sorry, Jerry, my hair looks ugly. I can't come in today. Like, yeah, right. All right, well, coming up, an automated delivery task takes over Houston. How Domino's will get a slice of the action first. Time right now is 6:16 on a Friday. The impeachment trial for President Trump is now over, but the bad blood not going anywhere. Lawmakers remain divided over that trial, but one lone Republican has been left to explain himself after voting against party lines. So here's what Mitt Romney had to say yesterday about his decision to break rank.
I believe that when I swear an oath to God, I have a responsibility to be exactly truthful. And I am truthful and did what I believed was absolutely right for our country. And hope that going forward, people will say, well, whether I agree with him or disagree with him, at least he did what he thought was right.
President Trump and House Speaker Nancy Pelosi clashed yesterday. NBC's Tracy Potts is in Washington, D.C. with more on what's next for Congress and if any ground can be made before Decision 2020. Tracy, good morning.
Exactly, or will those hundreds of pieces of legislation that could impact families in this country just kind of sit there while this feud rages on? We heard it from the president first at the National Prayer Breakfast, later during an hour-long speech where he lambasted both Democrats and specifically Nancy Pelosi on prayer, calling the trial evil and corrupt. Pelosi shooting back, saying the president used his State of the Union and Congress as a backdrop for a reality show, saying that he'll be impeached forever even though he's been acquitted. And she defended ripping that speech in half right behind him. So the question now becomes, how do they work together on anything with this tone happening in Washington, not only with the two at the top, but also with their parties? Republicans now getting information and trying to get reports on Hunter Biden from the Treasury Department, and Democrats still weighing whether to subpoena John Bolton, the former national security advisor, to testify after the trial. There's a lot happening here. We'll keep an eye on it for you.
Definitely a lot happening in Washington. Thank you, Tracy. All right, time now, 6:18. We made it to Friday.
We did, and you know what that means.
School visit.
School visit. Yeah, yesterday was a great day. We went to Pasadena ISD. I'll let you see if you can guess which kiddos these are.
Good morning, Atkinson Elementary.
They're so excited. So these are the 4th graders at Atkinson Elementary. Thank you so much for having us out. Because they're 4th grade, we got to play with dry ice. That's kind of my marker of when I pull out that science experiment. So they always love it. And it's super fun. You get to learn about sublimation, which does happen in nature, but it's very cool when you can make it happen right in front of their eyes with a science experiment.
Always fun.
Yeah. So thank you for having me. Hope you guys are having a great start to your day. It's a little cold. We talked about that in length. Yes. They just wish that they had the snow with the cold air, which I know is everybody's biggest wish when you're a kid. So there's a live look. No snow, no rain, nice dry roads. That's going to make the morning commute nice and easy, at least weather-wise. We're at 35 degrees right now in Cypress, but we are cooling down to the upper 20s in Montgomery County. It's a cold start. We're also 29 degrees in Cleveland, 35 degrees for you in Pasadena right now. In Galveston, you're at 50 degrees. Our winds are back on shore, so with that south breeze, we'll start to warm things up. By lunchtime, we're back to the 60s. Late this afternoon, we'll top off at 70 degrees. It's going to be a beautiful Friday, perfect for walking home from school. We'll have a little bit of a light breeze coming in off the Gulf, and that's going to be continuing as we go throughout the next several days. We'll be pumping in that south breeze. That's going to provide a gorgeous weekend. We do have a slight chance of rain moving into the forecast for Sunday, but not until the evening. So the majority of our weekend looks just fine. We can see those spotty showers moving in for Sunday night. Heading into next week, it looks a little unsettled. We have a few weather systems passing to the north of us and that persistent onshore flow. So that means we'll have more humidity, a little more heat, temperatures in the 70s, and daily rain chances. What you need is a cold front to roll through, and that will clear out the skies. And that could be happening next Wednesday. The computer models still not completely loving that solution, so we'll see how things hash out as it is the middle part of next week. But that would bring in some cooler and drier air as we get closer to Valentine's Day. Now, if you add up all the days next week, because you'll see each and every day there is a daily rain chance, we're talking about the potential of several inches of rain. If we can spread out over 4 or 5 days, this would be beneficial because we have been abnormally dry here in southeast Texas. So there's a full look at that 10-day forecast. Beautiful weekend weather, nice cool mornings, beautiful afternoons in the 70s. Then we'll throw in those daily rain chances. Wednesday looks to be the stormiest day so far, and then we'll clear out the skies as we get closer to Valentine's Day. Eric, over to you.
All right, thank you very much, Britta. Time saver traffic now, and most areas around town still looking very good here as we're heading through the 6 o'clock hour. We still have our hazmat spill, Fort Bend County 59 outbound, just on the south side of Rosenberg between Highway 36 and Spur 529. 18-wheeler overturned, pig parts all over the freeway, so it's going to take a while to clean up. This road's going to stay closed for a good bit of time. We also have a new accident. This is on Highway 6, right at FM 646 northbound out of Galveston. This is in Galveston County. All main lanes here are blocked, but that's not a major freeway, so it's not going to affect a fair number of people during the morning drive. Most freeways looking like this. 225 at Scarborough, no problems whatsoever. Both lanes or both directions of traffic moving along nicely. Outbound side of things, if you're commuting, no delays out to Baytown or LaPorte right now, and inbound, we are still looking great in the green across the board. So if you're headed out right now, you're in great shape. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you. Well, one of the greatest television shows of our generation could be coming back to TV.
Now we're talking about Friends, Channel 2, well, and our friend, Maribel, live in New York this morning.
So, Friends, are you more of a Rachel or a Monica, Chandler or Joey? Find out what the cast is expected to be paid. That's head live from the NASDAQ market site in Times Square.
6:24 now. The self-driving car craze is headed to Houston, and Domino's will get a slice of it first. Plus, could Friends be coming back to Channel 2? Let's check in with our friend Maribel Aber. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Owen. The cast of Friends could be getting back together for a reunion. The Wall Street Journal reports the 6 stars are finalizing terms of the special with Warner Brothers. The reunion will likely be used to launch the HBO Max streaming service. That's this spring. The report says all 6 of the stars would receive as much as $2.5 million each for the special. All right, get ready to see small box like self-driving vehicles on the streets of Houston soon. This after the Transportation Department gave the green light to a Silicon Valley startup called Neuro. It's called the R2, and the company's unmanned High-end vehicles have no steering wheel or pedals, but they do have compartments and side doors that open up to access goods like groceries, pizzas, and other items. Government approval means Neuro can launch up to 5,000 of the R2s. It plans to have the first ones on the streets of Houston delivering Domino's pizza soon. But back to my friends, Owen and Tanaya, because, you know, we're friends. Do you remember when the cast did that collective bargaining to each get that historic $1 million per episode? Yes. That was 2002, but the real big money, syndication.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's on every channel pretty much.
The gift that keeps on giving, for sure.
The checks are rolling in.
Thanks, Maribel. Good point. We'll see you tomorrow, or Monday.
Because it's Friday. Have a good weekend. Well, it was a big night for the Rockets. They beat the Lakers on their own turf, for starters.
And it was a record night for one-star Rocket. We'll check in on news about Russell Westbrook. Haley, good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys. I'm health reporter Haley Hernandez. Fact or fiction? This cold weather means you're more at risk for a cold. I'll answer coming up.
And the North Freeway accident looks like on the shoulder of a road here. Could be slowing things down. We'll take a look at current traffic conditions coming in from the Woodlands, plus a current look at your overall drive times around the area at the bottom of the hour.
And this morning, you need to grab your coat. Make sure your kids actually do take their coat. We are waking up in the 30s this morning. We're at 39 degrees downtown, 50 degrees in Galveston. I'll let you know who is waking up to the 20s this morning. Meanwhile, we're in for a weekend warm-up. Details on your forecast straight ahead.
Offer today. Live from KPRC, this is Channel 2 News Today.
This morning, we got some bitter cold out there. Frigid temperatures across much of the area, though. Britta will tell us when we can ditch the coats, though.
We've got some breaking news out of Rosenberg this morning. A disgusting traffic problem that could impact your drive. Look at this. How long it's going to take to clean up spilled pig parts. Our Vincent Crivelli will be out there in just a second.
Former Astros skipper A.J. Hinch opening up for the first time since the sign stealing scandal.
And we're going to have to live and move forward and be better, better in the sport. But unfortunately, no one can.
More from the former skipper and what he said about the 2017 World Series impact.
Hey, when a light starts blinking on your car's dash, what do? Pull over immediately or drive faster to get where you're going before the car stalls? This morning, we are showing you what you ought to know about your car and details of a free clinic to educate drivers.
Should we answer that question? Time right now, 6:30 now on a Friday morning. Good morning. I'm Tanaya Wright.
And I'm Owen Conflenti. Good morning. Eric Braid, how are we doing?
All right, we're doing okay. Got a few problems out there. It's the 6 o'clock hour, so things are beginning to fall apart a little bit. But we will kind of get you going and let you know about what you need to avoid as far as traffic goes. Coming up in just a couple of minutes.
We're going to play a little game later, and we'll all answer that question today.
I know.
I could probably guess the answer.
I was going to say, I think you definitely know what answer mine would be.
I just pull over and cry. Help me.
That's an option too. That's an option too. You know what? This morning it is a cold start, but it's beautiful. Look at that. Do not forget your sunglasses, folks. We are in for beautiful sunshine today. You'll need it for your morning drive. Right now we're down to 27 degrees in Conroe. Because our skies are clear, our temperatures have really dropped overnight. We're in the 30s here in Houston, 50 degrees in Galveston, and 37 degrees currently in Sugar Land. Now the bonus is our winds are nice and calm. So although our temperatures are colder than yesterday, it might not feel as bad because the winds are nice and calm. As we go into the afternoon, that south breeze, the beautiful sunshine is going to work its magic. Eric, we're expecting 70 degrees today. We do still have some pollen counts to track. I'll be back with a look at that. Over to you.
Boy, for a Friday forecast, that's about as perfect as you can get. Thank you very much. Well, happy Friday to you. Hopefully you're having a good morning. Got a fair number of things going on right now. The first one, it's been going on since before 5 o'clock this morning. Hazmat spill on the Southwest Freeway outbound at Rosenberg. Now, we just learned that we have one lane getting by here, which is very important. TxDOT was reporting that all main lanes are blocked, but we are seeing one lane get by. We'll get more information on this from Vincent Crivelli. We have Highway 6 closed down in Galveston County. This is both directions at FM 646 because of a two-car crash there. North side of town, North Freeway exit ramp southbound getting onto Beltway 8 from the North Freeway. Looks like this accident may have cleared as I don't see any flashing lights on that exit exit. That's a good thing. But inbound at Howard Avenue on the Gulf Freeway, we do have one left lane blocked here, so that is beginning to cause some delays on the inbound side of things. If you're coming in on the Gulf Freeway, you will need a little extra time. Drive time's building right now, just 26 minutes, but it'll get worse before it gets better until that accident gets cleaned up. 16-minute drive in from Pearland. Drive safely out there.
All right, Eric, thank you. Speaking of, now we've got, because of it, pig parts tossed all across the Southwest Freeway in Fort Bend County.
That's right. TxDOT is being now called in to help clean up this mess. Channel 2's Vincent Crivelli is there now. So, Vincent, can you tell us a little bit about what's going on out there?
Tonight, Owen, good morning. We just arrived on scene. Take a look at this monumental mess. First, I want to show you guys the 18-wheeler. It's rolled over on its side. The windshield is shattered. Also, you can see some cracks in the metal container, and there are pig parts spilling all over the road. Right now, traffic is down to one lane. Authorities are calling this a hazmat situation, and TxDOT crews are on their way to the scene to clean up this disgusting mess. Right now, it's not clear what caused the truck to roll over and spill. However, one thing is clear. Traffic on southbound 59 is horrendous behind this crash. As Eric mentioned, use an alternate route if possible. Check back for an update soon, guys. But one thing I did want to mention lastly is that the driver of this truck, well, they're okay. For now, reporting live in Fort Bend County, Vincent Crivelli, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
Thank you, Vincent. New this morning, a woman is in the hospital, a man in jail after an overnight chase. This all ended with a crash right on Spencer Highway in East Street just before 2 o'clock this morning. Following that crash, officers say the man ran away, but he was caught in a parking lot of a grocery store. Investigators say that man claimed that the woman in the car held him at gunpoint, but they say they did not find any gun or evidence of that. A man in a motorized scooter is dead this morning, and police say that it may have been a drunk driver that killed him. This all happened on Bel Air, right near Renwick in southwest Houston. That victim was at a bus stop when he was hit. The truck then barreled on, hitting the gas station sign there. The driver was thrown from the truck, but survived. He has not been identified just yet, but was sent to the hospital and could face involuntary manslaughter charges.
An incredible rescue after a car went airborne and plunged into Mustang Bayou in Fort Bend County. It was a quick-thinking Good Samaritan that first came upon that scene. The rescue unfolded at the Fort Bend Tollway near Lake Olympia Parkway last night. A passing Good Samaritan saw the crash and then jumped into action and pulled the driver from the car. A deputy then saw what was happening, rushed over to help, pulling the driver and his rescuer both out of the bayou.
I'm very grateful for the citizen who put his life on the line to jump in there and help him out. I think he definitely saved his life tonight.
Deputies say the driver appeared to have lost control right before plunging into the water, but they're not clear what caused it. A traffic alert to remind you about for the weekend. The work resumes on the West Loop at the Southwest Freeway tonight at 9 o'clock. They'll shut it down, north and southbound, 610 at 59, both directions, and it'll stay closed till 5 in the morning. And don't forget, it is every weekend this month they're going to do that.
Turning now to the coronavirus concerns this morning. There is right now still no word on any local coronavirus infections, but this afternoon, local state representative Gene Wu is meeting with people in Houston's Chinatown. He's going to address community concerns and rumors that have really hurt some local businesses there. That is happening today at 2 o'clock right near the Great Wall Supermarket. But the number of people infected with that virus aboard a Japanese cruise ship, well, that has just exploded. There are now 61 cases on the Diamond Princess, 11 of which are Americans. Everyone on that ship remains quarantined while Japanese doctors race to help those infected and prevent it from further spreading. Globally, the coronavirus impact is continuing to grow as well. The virus has now killed 630 people, with the vast majority of those in China. Infections have topped 31,000 people in 25 countries. And in China, the doctor who first tried to alert the Chinese government about the virus, well, he has died. He was targeted by police originally, and now his death has sparked a massive backlash against the Chinese government. 60 million people remain locked down in China this morning. We will, of course, continue to track the very latest with the coronavirus through the weekend on air and online at clicktohouston.com.
6:37 here at Channel 2 News Today. Former Astros skipper A.J. Hinch is speaking out for the first time since he was fired over the sign-stealing scandal. He spoke with Major League Baseball's Tim Verducci one-on-one and opens up about the idea that the Astros title from 2017 might be tainted.
Unfortunately, no one can really answer that question. I can't pinpoint what advantages or what happened or what exactly would have happened otherwise. But we did it to ourselves.
Hinch was fired in the wake of the scandal, along with GM Jeff Luhnow. The MLB report said while the cheating was player-driven, Hinch didn't do enough to stop it.
1 year ago today, Abigail Arias was sworn into the Freeport Police Department as an honorary officer. And to honor her memory, the department is doing something really special today. An honor chair will be added to their roll call room. Now, it looks similar to this, but it will have Abigail's information on it. The Freeport Police Department says the honor chair is a reminder that even though she is not there physically, she will always be with the team. That ceremony is going to start at 10 a.m. That's amazing. What an honor for her.
Very sweet. 6:38 right now. It's very cold this morning. Britta's here to give us a breakdown of it. What's going on?
It is. Yeah, you got to bundle up. So we have temperatures in the 20s in Montgomery County, North Liberty County. We're in the 30s here in the metro area. You need to dress in a few layers. As you get the kids out the door to school, we're still going to be in the 30s. The good news is we have sunshine in our forecast, picking them up. Make sure they actually bring their coat home today because we're going to be at 70 degrees. A great afternoon to head out to the park. Meanwhile, our tree pollen still continues to be very high because of that spring allergy season kicking off just a touch earlier than it normally does. And then we have a low level of mold spores. We need a little bit of rain to clear out the pollen. We haven't had a lot, Eric, but we do have some in the forecast for next week. Details on that straight ahead.
All right, getting close to allergy season. Gotta love it. All right, gotta love this too. Accident, 18-wheeler overturned pig parts all over the Southwest Freeway and Rosenberg between Highway 36 and Spur 529. One lane is getting by. That is good news. The other trouble spots, the Gulf Freeway, we've got two accidents working right now. One at Howard inbound, the other one at Tellefson inbound. This is the Howard accident. Got a left lane blocked here. The delays are beginning to build. We take a look at the Monroe camera on the Gulf Freeway, and it is a parking lot. Tail lights, those are the backup. Yes. So finally, Telephone Road. This accident, as you head into Tellefson, is blocking a left lane. So on the Gulf Freeway, things are getting worse before they get better. If you're coming in from the southeast side of town, right now it's going to take you 28 minutes to get in from Clear Lake. Elsewhere, we're looking just fine. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Eric. 6:40, Rockets went and got it done against the Lakers in L.A. last night.
That they did. The Rockets are now on a 4-game winning streak, and Russell Westbrook had himself a big night. He came up big, scoring 41 points, which also put him just over 20,000 points. The NBA tweeted out this last night, congratulating him on this really big accomplishment. Well, fresh off the trade, Robert Covington managed to put up 14 of his own points, getting off the bench without a lot of time to practice with the Rockets. Rockets won that one, 121-111. Now it's off to Phoenix today to take on the Suns. Well, Monster Jam is here in Houston this weekend.
That's right. Coming up, more on all of this action. It's going to be fun. Amy, good morning.
Hey, good morning. When was the last time you changed a tire? It's a good idea to know you have all the tools you need and know where they are in an emergency. I'm consumer expert Amy Davis with details of a free car clinic that'll teach you everything you ought to know.
You're making the assumption that I've changed a tire, Amy. And next, some of your most common beliefs about your health care are false. Separating fact from fiction after the break.
And we're back at 6:43. New this morning. Something exciting coming to Houston. Monster Jam is in town. Here is a live look aboard one of the trucks right now at the NRG Stadium. This is good because it's right before the rodeo, so they already have all the dirt.
Listen to that.
You know, it's a lot easier to, they already got rid of the turf for the rest of this year, or, until football season starts. Can we get a flip? Oh, no, we got a camera guy in the back. Let's not do that.
Yeah.
Who's back there, anybody?
I think
do we
it's
know?
Alan.
Is it Alan?
Please don't fall. Don't fall, Alan.
All right. So we're
He's like, I'm out.
Literally Monster Energy, Monster Jam. All right, we're going to move along. We've had a lot of fun, though, but here's a soundbite.
You'll pay for the whole seat, but you're only going to need the edge, because I know that nobody in here stays seated. Everyone gets excited, and the louder that they cheer for us, the harder we go, because we can't hear them inside of these trucks. Even though they're so loud, we can feel the vibe of the crowd. And, you know, honestly, just bring your ear protection, because it's going to be loud and it's going to be rowdy.
Sure it will.
You buy the whole seat, but you'll only need the edge. Family-friendly action show kicks off at NRG. Ticket prices start at $15.
All right. Well, I'm sure you've heard people warning about not to get cold, or you're going to catch a cold.
Yeah, that's right. Don't go outside. You're going to get sick. Don't swim right after you eat. Some old wives' tales, but are any of them true? Haley Hernandez is here with some of the answers. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, guys. I mean, I was even talking to Baylor College of Medicine, and they're telling me that patients are even asking about the coronavirus. It's not here, so you're not going to get it unless you go someplace where that virus exists. But myths and misconceptions are common when it comes to your health. So let's get a few of these things straight.
Your parents always told you these are bad, are they? Like, don't cross your eyes or scowl your face. It'll freeze and stay that way. Physician assistant Isabel Valdez says that's false, but we won't tell your kids.
They're both not true. Cross eyes can happen because, or a lazy eye is a medical condition.
Ever heard this one? If you jump in the pool immediately after eating, you'll get sick.
So you do want the food to settle, but it's not necessarily a truth in that it's always going to happen. No.
She says cracking your knuckles won't do anything either, but make a cringy noise. And believe it or not, balding is out of your control, even if you've heard wearing a hat will make you that way.
So guys can wear a cap to hide it, but they're not going to wear it to lose it.
And this time of year, she says she's always hearing people believe they caught a cold simply by being cold, but that's impossible.
Usually what happens is that because people are cold, they step indoors, they stay with a lot more people, and there's always that one person who might be sick and have the sniffles, and that person is highly contagious and gets other people sick.
But doesn't heat escape from your head? This one has to be true.
No, it's not true. It's not true. But I do recommend wearing caps and hats because they look nice, and especially if you're running and exercising outdoors, protecting yourself is not a bad idea.
All right, so since it is Heart Month and Go Red for Women Day, you may also think you know everything there is to know about heart disease. And you've probably heard that your left side is going to hurt if you're having a heart attack. Well, half true. In men, that can happen. In women, that's not always the case. Heart disease in women can be as simple as nausea and discomfort. It's not always that obvious and intense heart attack feeling.
It's all the more reason to know your numbers and all these other things that we preach each and every year on a day like this.
Absolutely.
All right, thank you, Haley. Britta, it's cold out there today.
It is cold, so if you're going to be heading out during your morning workout, keeping your body nice and healthy, just dress in a few layers because it is definitely chilly. Let's take you outside and show you what it looks like. We're getting ready for the sunrise. It's beautiful. Grab your sunglasses. We're at 27 degrees in Conroe right now. On the southwest side, we're closer to about 40 degrees, 34 in Tomball. Galveston, you're at 50 degrees. So all of us are in good company. You know, these temperatures are actually colder than yesterday, but the wind is nice and calm, so it might not feel as bad despite the fact that it is a colder start. This afternoon, what a rebound. We have dry air in place, so we are going to heat up quickly. We're back to the 60s by lunchtime. Late this afternoon, a high of 70 degrees. Just a beautiful Friday to be out and about. Meanwhile, we're looking pretty good heading into the weekend. We have a ridge of high pressure right on top of the Gulf states. That's going to keep us dry. As it moves out to the east, we bring in more of an onshore breeze that will bring in a little more humidity for Sunday. And by Sunday evening, we start to throw in the rain chances. So the majority of our weekend completely dry, but if you have Sunday evening plans, an isolated shower could be possible. As we head into next week, we're going to keep it a little unsettled. We stay on the southern part of these storm systems passing to the north of us. That keeps us warm, humid, with daily rain chances. As we get closer to the middle part of the work week, we're looking at a cold front that could be rolling through. That would bring us a heavier chance of rainfall and also cool us down, bringing some drier weather towards the end of next week. The models have been kind of back and forth on whether that cold front will actually work its way through. So we'll give you updates as we get closer to that. Meanwhile, because we have daily rain chances next week, we're going to stack it up. We're looking at over 5 days, about 2 to 3 inches of rain. If it happens over 4 to 5 days, this would be beneficial. It's been abnormally dry, and we do need rain in the forecast. Here's a full look at that 10-day forecast. It's going to be cool for our morning temperatures, Eric, but our afternoon temperatures this weekend will be beautiful in the 70s.
I can't complain about that. That's about the perfect winter forecast that we could have. Speaking of perfect, this is not perfect. This is the Southwest Freeway in Rosenberg. It is a turned over 18-wheeler. It's got pig parts all over the shoulder of the road. We do have one lane getting by. That's huge because that means that the freeway isn't closed down entirely on the outbound side of things. Here's a map to show you exactly where it is. Again, like I said, south side of Rosenberg between Highway 36 and Spur 529. Again, one lane getting by. Expect delays as traffic continues to build, but it is outbound. It is not affecting inbound lanes. Let's take a look at the Gulf Freeway. Two trouble spots there. Howard Avenue, we've got an accident blocking a left lane, so we are starting to see inbound delays there. We also have an accident up toward Tellefson. This is our Gulf Freeway at Telephone Road. You can see we've got, it looks like maybe two left lanes blocked here. So coming in from the southeast side of town, from Clear Lake, from League City, from Friendswood, you are going to be seeing delays this morning. In fact, let's take a look at our current drive times. We're up to 27 minutes from the Clear Lake area. That's actually not that bad. 8-minute delay coming in from Pearland, 24-minute delay coming in from Baytown. Those are your current drive times. Do drive safely out there and have a great Friday.
Thank you, Eric. All this week, we've been sharing what you ought to know about buying a car.
Yeah, but once you get that new vehicle, the learning doesn't stop. Consumer expert Amy Davis is here with details on a car class. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, guys. I mean, so when was the last time you changed a tire? Tonight.
High school.
I know. I've never changed a tire,
Driver's
okay?
ed.
You need to know that. What to do when certain lights pop up on your dash and what questions to ask when you take your car in for repairs. So one shop in North Houston teaches all of these things in free clinics it hosts throughout the year.
At the Liberty Hopeful Garage on North Shepherd, they'll fix your car, but they also want you to understand what's going on under your hood.
We're in the business to help people extend the life of their vehicle.
It's why Catherine Vanderpool and her husband Sibrin started a free ladies' car clinic.
We cater this clinic to women. This men usually think they know everything. The other is maximum.
But if you're not a know-it-all, they won't turn you away whatever your gender. For example, did you know an illuminated check engine light should be checked out, but it's not an emergency? If that light is blinking, your problem just became a lot more serious. And if the check gauges light comes on, hit the brakes.
Stop driving your car. Call a tow truck because you're not driving it if you want to save your vehicle.
At the free clinic, they'll pop your trunk and show you how to change a tire.
If you don't have a lug wrench, you're not going to be able to change your tire. And we need to know where that equipment is stored on your car because every car is in a different spot.
And how to use a penny to find out when you need new tires.
That's usually the distance between the top of Lincoln's head on a penny and the edge.
Vanderpool says the biggest mistake Houston drivers make is following the standard schedule for oil changes in your owner's manual, because she said there's nothing standard about our traffic or our heat.
Every car in Houston needs to be on the severe duty schedule, so that means that the oil change intervals should generally be a little shorter.
All right, so the next free ladies car clinic is February 18th. It's 3 hours long. There are 10 spots at each clinic, so you have to call to register. We've got the number to the Liberty Hopeful Garage on click2houston.com. And at the end of the summer, they also do a clinic for young student drivers. So maybe kids going off to college, like here's what you need to know if you're in Lubbock and you need to change your tire.
You don't have one of those brand spanking new cars.
Exactly. And newer cars, 2017 and newer, she said a lot of them don't even have spare tires in them. So you kind of need to know what you're supposed to do.
What you're dealing with.
Right.
I mean, I just bought a car recently. I haven't looked, so
yeah.
I hope there's a spare tire.
Right.
All right, Amy, coming up, final check of traffic and weather, 6:52 at Channel 2 News Today.
Turning now to breaking news, we have been following all morning long. Pig parts spilled across the Southwest Freeway in Rosenberg.
Crews are trying to clean it up now. Let's check in with our Vincent Crivelli live. Vincent, good morning.
Oh, and the good news here, the driver of the 18-wheeler is doing okay. The bad news, of course, is the crash and the pig parts all over the highway. First, take a look at that semi-truck. It rolled over and smashed into the ground. The windshield is shattered and the metal container crumpled. That's where the pig parts came flying out of. TxDOT workers are on their way to the scene. They are calling this a hazmat situation. They're going to clean up this revolting mess. Hopefully they can take care of it before the sun comes up and it starts to smell. Right now, it's not clear what caused this crash, but But one thing that is clear, traffic right now is horrendous. You can see that it's down to 1 lane. For now, reporting live in Fort Bend County, Vincent Crivelli, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
Thank you, Vincent. Top stories this morning. A woman is dead after drifting into traffic and slamming head-on into another vehicle. This happened last night on FM 2234 near FM 521. Deputies say the woman had a 9-year-old in that vehicle. The child not hurt. We're told the other driver suffered serious injuries.
Sienna Plantation folks are dealing with smelly water in some cases. They say it's tasted weird for several days. Missouri City confirming it's because the water supply changed to well water last week so they could do some repairs at the processing plant. It will be switched back February 14th.
1 year ago today, Abigail Arias was sworn in as an honorary Freeport police officer. This morning, the department will add an honor chair to their roll call room in her memory. It'll look similar to this one, but it will have Abigail's information on it. That ceremony starts at 10.
All right, time saver traffic. We've got our hazmat spill. As Vincent was telling you about, this is just south of Rosenberg, Southwest Freeway between Highway 36 and Spur 529. 1 lane getting by, but they continue to pick up the pig parts, and it's going to take a while, so expect delays. We've also got Highway 6 closed off down at FM 646 in Galveston County, both directions due to a 2-car crash. And finally, 1 crash is cleaned up on the Gulf Freeway. That was at Howard. Slow go there, but we still have a crash working at Tellefson, so it is still a slow ride into town from the southeast side of town. 28 minutes there. We've also got weekend construction delays. We're going to talk about those coming up, or actually we'll have those on click2houston.com coming up later this morning. Britta?
And this morning, it is a cold start. We have temperatures in the upper 20s to the north of town, the 30s here in town. So grab your coat as we head in the afternoon. It's going to be beautiful. Sunny skies, 70 degrees. And guess what? Gorgeous weather sticking around for your weekend.
It is Go Red for Women Day, raising awareness for heart disease.